Gears of War 3, we are on Xbox One X. So what we're getting here is a native 4K resolution with 9 times the pixel count of what we played on 360. So for whatever reason, I didn't play Gears. Oh, look, there's the limited edition. I have that. See the case, the little black thing with the cog symbol? I actually have that in real life. Anyways, so for some reason, I didn't do a video on this when it was enhanced. I don't know why. I think I did Gears 2 and everything like that. But yeah, now we're checking out Gears of War 3, which is one of my all-time favorite titles. I mean, I love all the Gears games. They're so well done. And yeah, there it is again. That's the limited edition thing. Kind of cool. Yeah, and I thought we'd just throw on arcade mode. So this game is quite special to me. It's very well done. The game is great. I didn't really like some elements of the multiplayer, just like the sawed-off and stuff, but for the most part, this was a really, really well done title, just in terms of the campaign, the fact that, you know, it was a great kind of closure and finishing point for this trilogy of Gears titles. The relationship between the crew, especially Marcus and Dom, was particularly perfect in this. I remember my group of friends having to take like an actual break after playing through a certain part of the story, which I'll leave open because, you know, people might actually go back and play it, you know, after checking this out, and I do suggest you do. So we're starting with just a little bit of campaign, and then we're gonna show off some of the multiplayer, maybe some of the Horde, I don't know. Definitely some of the multiplayer though. Just to kind of go over and show off how great this game looks on Xbox One X. This enhancement is glorious. Oh wow. Is this the one where you get to kick the fridge and makes like a noise or something? I don't know. I think there's also like a golden chicken Easter egg or something, where like flamethrower chicken. I did a video on it like a decade ago. Anyways, yeah, so we've got the campaign, really emotional, well done, a long campaign, good story, 4-player co-op, which was great, and something we haven't gotten again in Gears, which is disappointing. But, yeah, and then aside from actually doing the story, there's also, you know, Horde mode, so that you can work together in a cooperative group to battle against the enemies. And this one had a big expansion for Horde, just in terms of, like, you know, placing things and stuff like that. It was a big evolution in that regard. And then of course multiplayer, tons of maps, very polished, tons of Easter eggs in this game, because they did have a delay that happened where they just really got to polish things. I would have liked to have the game earlier back then, but upon reflection, the extra polish really did do wonders, just in regards to making sure that every aspect of this game, you know, was done so well, and it came out and it was just absolutely excellent. So yeah, it's great to see that care and that extra time, you know, even now is looking really good. Like, I mean, some elements obviously a little bit aged, but for the most part, these textures and resolutions are boosted greatly. I mean, look at the character models and the background and the world. It's absolutely stellar. I still would have liked to have had the Gears collection that was rumored at the beginning of the generation, but the MCC kind of, I guess, cut that down. That would have been nice to have this all, you know, upgraded. I think that's still something that could happen down the line. I know they're sort of focused on the future of Gears, but 2 and 3 could use a little bit of love. Just, you know, the high frame rates and everything would be greatly appreciated. Having it all in one cohesive package would be glorious. So we're going to keep rocking along here. I shouldn't have picked this part, but I assumed it would be a good starting point, because you're not really getting much of the story actually spoiled by watching this. Because while I do these reviews of older titles, I still want people to, you know, possibly be able to check this out based on it. So that's why I don't. And comments! So yeah, there's, because I'm playing arcade mode, you know, they keep track of your points, and you're allowed to have, like, mutators on. Oh, I forgot to put on Instagib. That's what I forgot, because I was thinking, I was like, we put on a comment, and we put on, I can't remember what the other one is. What did I put on? I think I can do that from here. Pinata, super reload. Yeah, we do super reload, comment, and Instagib, because Instagib, you're just like punching people out and stuff. It's great. But as you can see, you know, oh, I got this guy. There we go. Great looking game. Visually, it's intense. It's still action packed and still plays quite well. The good crew. This one, the story kind of just to give you a little bit of a general notion of it. Things aren't good. The government has fallen. The COG are not doing too well out here, and the Locusts are pushing, and then behind the Locusts are the Lambent, and the Lambent are like kind of zombie type creatures, and it's sort of like a three-way battle. You've got like what remains of the humanity of Sarah, and then you've got like these crazy glowies, you call them glowies, just attacking. Yeah, I think if you yell down a pipe here, it like summons a giant chicken thingy or something. Oh, it looks like the bad guys are coming. You have to deal with these guys. But yeah, combat was great. They introduced new weapons. They just generally expanded on the gore and everything like that. Hello. You had to yell down each of the pipes? That was me. Do you have to keep yelling down this one? Sorry, it has been like absolutely years since I've done this. Fire! I love the combat ability and stuff. It's just kind of like really fun to check this out. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, and then they run at you and explode. That was always intense. Put some grenade action in there. But you can see in the background, like the world is just kind of like absolutely dominated. Do I have to shoot down there? Did the I think that the flaming chicken thingy should come. I think you could set fire to like to the tomatoes and it drives people crazy. Well, is it Marcus that gets driven by crazy by it, or is it Dom in this one? All these things about the tomatoes and stuff. It's like a big Gears thing. Anyways, that's the campaign aspect of play. Oh yeah, I forgot about like the collectibles and stuff were greatly expanded upon in this one. Big gear sign, that kind of telltale thing. But we're gonna switch over to, I believe, the multiplayer to show that off. Just wanted to give you a little bit of a tease of it. Yeah. Oh look, the clouds actually did kind of move in this one. Interesting. I always remember them having very static backdrops, or is it because we're slowly floating on a platform? That might be it. Yeah, possibly. Okay, so I did it. You just have to stand by each of the pipes and yell into it. And then I think you shoot it. And it becomes a giant flaming chicken. Oh, you hold up. You hold up, chicken thing. Where did everybody else go? Where are the AI at? Oh, that is so awesome. Alright, so we're into the multiplayer now, which is something I spent quite a fair bit of time on. I'm red, whatever that is, prestige-wise. I believe this is one of the DLC maps in the game. I was hoping for one of the classics, but anyways, as you can see, the multiplayer was fast-paced. And I forgot alongside Horde, and the multiplayer was beast mode, something I really wanted to see show up again at some point, but never kind of did. We did get overrun in Judgment. Maybe I'll do a Judgment video too down the road. Who knows? Anyways, beast mode was like where you fight or you play as the beasts of the game, which is kind of cool and something a little bit different. But yeah, the multiplayer pretty intense. Lots of updates. I mean, it got its full lifespan. Camera's a lot more shakier than I remember. But yeah, I've got my signature green gun camo skins. I actually bought the full pack of gun skins, which was like $60, but you got like a ton of them. It was so worth it. And it kind of makes me laugh at the cost of like the microtransactions, quote unquote, of today. Wow. Yeah, I need to learn how to use the Nasher in this one because it is way different. But yeah, these signature green skins, I believe, were only available in America within the Jack-in-the-Box or something. Like Xbox Green, they're called. So I actually had to have a friend in the States go and get me these. Spent a lot of money there, I guess, but he got me my cool gun skins. He was like, "Yeah, eat in there and go get this for you." And I was like, "Yay!" That was nice, actually. It's just kind of like way more shaky than I'm used to. And I forgot this one has spots in it. Whoa, to fill in for empty spots in multiplayer. Because keep in mind that people, you know, it's not super popular. There's people playing it, and I'm playing fairly late at night, which is surprising, but yeah, there's still active players here. Crap. Oh, we gotta get out of this ring. Yeah, it's just like, there's so much like blur and shake on this that it's just kind of like crazy looking. It's still definitely like super reminiscent of the Gears that I'm like familiar with, but definitely of a different time, that's for sure. It'd be really neat to do like a multiplayer comparison, like each of the Gears games to see the evolution of it. Because I mean, they do get like faster and faster and more intense. Jeez. I think this is the one where hip firing is still the best thing as opposed to actually aiming in. Because there's, you know, because we've had so many iterations of Gears and Ultimate Editions too. Oh crap. There you go, like he tagged me, so I jumped into his buddy, so that's all good, right? It seems to load fairly well too. Maps look really good. Like this map particularly just absolutely looks like the water and everything like that, and the big buildings. Gears always had some really beautiful maps in terms of the architecture. I don't really like this particular map. I think he has spawn protection on, so I'm screwed, but yeah, I was never really a fan of this one. I actually even forgot it existed until I jumped onto here matchmaking wise, to be honest. But yeah, no, I definitely remember it. You ever have that where you're like looking back at stuff and then you're like, oh wow, you actually like see something or relive something and you're like, I totally forgot about that. Really clipping with the torque bow. Come on, Choco. But yeah, beautiful architecture, beautiful maps. This one's alright. It's just a little bit awkward because it's so like contained and like the splits and everything are interesting. We're gonna keep trucking along. Okay. Yeah, I like the lighting and that stuff too. Would be really nice. I'm guessing somewhere down the line we're gonna get like ray tracing remasters for games. That's where I see things going. But let's focus on the now. So the multiplayer, tons of maps, tons of content released for it. You know, there's just quite a lot that they actually had in this. Tons of, well, not tons, but a good selection of, you know, characters were present. A good selection of modes that could be played. Lots of competitive action, whether or not. I think deathmatch was like introduced in this one too, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it just shows the icon, it doesn't show when it's back. So used to the newer one in that regard. Okay. But yeah, it was mostly just a really good, clean refinement over, you know, the Gears titles that had come before it. You know, pushing the tech a little bit further. And I think visually it does actually look really good even for the multiplayer. It looks right up there with the new ones. I mean, it's obviously not going to be perfect like those because those ones are brand new, but you get the gist of what I mean. Like visually, I'm very impressed with how good this multiplayer still looks all these years later. Damn it. But why didn't you revive me? You ran right by me. Thank you. Like seriously, the guy just like totally saw me and ditched me. He's like, I ain't dealing with that. Oh, come on. But I think at that point, we're going to switch over and show off maybe Beast, maybe a Horde mode, a big surprise. Oh, maybe we should shoot the Digger off first because that's a fun toy to play with. And it's something I don't think we've had again in Gears. Yeah, I think this one's kind of like lost to the ages of this particular title. Where's the Digger going? Maybe with a couple of the weapons, actually. I thought I kind of dug that guy out and killed him. Anyways, let's switch over at this point. Oh, big boom. Nah, it kind of just fizzled out. Here we go. We're playing Beast mode. I thought this would be a fun one to do. Choose my creature. What should I be? A wretch, a savage drone. Savage drone. We're playing on good old Raven Down. This was one where they did like an environmental pack again. I remember that being a thing in 2 and 3. They did some environmental stuff. And kind of, you know, you just kind of get what you get nowadays. But yeah, if you're not familiar with Beast mode, you play as the very beasts that you usually are fighting. And I had mentioned earlier Overrun mode, where it's kind of like a both sides thing. I thought that was really cool, and then we just kind of lost the technology, I guess, or something, or it's too much work to do. Yeah. Who else wants to die? Nice. Go drone. Go drone. That's what I'm talking about. Coal train runs on whole grain. Gotta get them thrashies. Woo! Looks like we got a big turret thing there. Should be a big butcher. Butcher. Big monster. I don't know. I think it's kind of like just like a really fun sort of mode to have. Just like being the monsters. It's like a silly thing. I don't think it would take them. Well, it might actually take them a long time to set up. And, it's hard being a butcher when everybody's just shooting at you. Yeah, it's kind of easiest just to be the savage drone there and just kind of shoot at people. You get the gist of it. These fast-paced, intense rounds of action. Usually you do multiplayer, but there actually was, I think, 6 people playing, but I think they were in a match, so I wasn't really able to matchmake with them. And wow, they are actually, the Stranded are teaching me a lesson. I'm surprised, were they ever a character in the multiplayer in this? I don't think so, but yeah, that would have been cool.
Let's do this.
Is that who is that? Is that Jace or something? Yeah, it's Jace. I don't know if you can pick people up. Oh, jeez. I don't know why my like unlocks have reset execution-wise. I have all those achievements. Pretty sure. Unlock new things: a blood mount, a mauler. Ooh. Although I think I'm losing, so I better hurry up. I only got like 12 seconds left. Oh damn! Time clutch. Ooh, I've almost got beastly going on. That's what I'm talking about. We'll get one more wave of time in there before the fun ends. But yeah, they're kind of playing the Horde perspective on this. I mean, it's obviously different if you're actually, you know, being part of the team trying to defend and stuff. But I hope you get the gist of it. It's just kind of like a pain to do Horde because you actually have to spend time to buy all the resources and everything. Whereas Beast Mode kind of just shows it off for you. And then you can like level up your stuff. I remember rocking like Onyx guards and that too. That was a lot of fun. They did a really good job on the Horde in this one, that's for sure. Oh, they messed my mauler up. He just tried his best. Maybe we should try the blood mount, which I always thought was like the stupidest thing. I'm glad we haven't seen this again. I guess it's actually more of a melee. Oh, I get it. So you're not. So the guy rider's his own thing. You're the actual blood mount. That's hilarious. Oh man, this is such a fun mode. They need to bring this back. It'd be so cool to see again. Anyways, this is basically Gears of War 3. I mean, incredible campaign. Really well done, updated visuals. Excellent multiplayer, tons of content to it, and still active players, which is surprising. Then you've got Beast Mode, which obviously, as you're seeing, is a ton of fun to play. And then you've got Horde, where you can just spend hours and hours working together to defend places and working through waves. And you know, we've also got like these mutators and everything in the games, and they do a lot with this one in regards to just really giving you a lot of content to work through. And I mean, it looks like kind of like a brand new game actually. It's incredible. I should not be running headfirst into a turret. Get me out of there! Go, 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 little corpser. It's the baby corpser. The baby corpses are the deadliest. Oh no, I'm on fire. Nobody likes the baby corpses. That's why they set up these big mean turrets to shoot at me. Oh no! I'm like just a weird spider monster that's dead.